Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the T-Kovic1 channel. I'm making this video because today is my last day with this car. So yeah, if you remember from my last car spotting video, which was from about a week and a half ago on Sunday, July 26th, I said that I would be trading in this car and then shortly after that moving down for college. So yeah, we have scheduled a time to drive this car, take it into my local Carmax today at 5:00 p.m. So yeah. And then just 2 days from today, on Saturday the 8th, that's when I'll be leaving Ohio and then flying down to Melbourne, Florida to move in for college. So yeah. I've had this car for a little over 3 years now. I got it in July of 2017 for my 16th birthday. And yeah, it's been a really good car for me these past 3 years. It's definitely pretty hard to believe that I'm already going to be trading it in at Carmax. But yep. Time flies. Life is fast. But I will say this. We did do a couple of things within like the past week to help make this car worth a bit more money when we do go trade it in. And so the first thing we did was, okay, maybe I should probably clarify when I say we. When I say we, I mostly mean me and my dad. And so, yeah. So anyway, the first thing we did was on Monday, July 27th, the day after that car spotting video, we took this car into a body shop, particularly the Lions Auto Body and Collision Center. I think that's what it's called. It's only a few minutes away from our house, and so yeah, it was very nice, close, and convenient. And the people there, the staff, were really nice and friendly and stuff. Definitely recommend them, I would say, if you live in Northwest Columbus, or maybe even the Columbus area or Central Ohio in general. My dad and I would definitely recommend them, I would say. But anyway, so the reason why we took it into the body shop is because you guys may have noticed that in the driver's door there was a minor dent on it. It wasn't that noticeable, but there was also like a kind of like a scratch mark or something, like right about there in the back. And then on the rear passenger right door, there was a bit more of a noticeable dent right around there. And there was also the bumper right there was also dented a bit. And so essentially the dent on the that was on the driver's door, that was actually caused by my dad. That actually happened in like I think August or September of 2017. Long story short, I parked my car, I think right over here, because I think someone might have been blocking my garage or something, or either that or like getting work done to it. And so when my dad was pulling out, getting ready to leave for work, he was backing out and then he accidentally hit, you know, the driver's door right around there. And this was with his old car, so not with the car he has now, but the car he had back then was a Mercedes-Benz ML400 from 2015. And that actually wasn't too long before he traded that car in for his car he has now, his Mercedes-AMG GLE 43 SUV. But good news for him was that there didn't really seem to be any noticeable damage on his old Mercedes. So yeah, that's good. Didn't really affect the value of that car too much, probably, most likely. And then as for the dent on the rear right passenger door, that was actually caused by me. This also happened in 2017. This was in November that year. And so, funnily enough, I actually caught the moment I caused that dent on camera. But long story short, I was coming home from work. I was working at my local McDonald's at the time. There were like 2 cars blocking my way into the garage, and so I thought it would have been a good idea to circle around and then park my car in the garage from an angle like this. And obviously back then I thought I could have made it into the garage, but in reality, you know, that part of the car ended up hitting right around here. Luckily, no damage, at least no notable damage was done here. But not only that, I actually attempted it twice. So after I hit that part of the car, I backed up a little bit, and then I actually I tried again, but this time I hit like right over here. That time though, it was the bumper was what hit, you know, the wall, the structure of the house. Luckily though, no notable damage was done to the bumper really. I mean, there might have been like some minor scratches and stuff, but looks like the body shop did a pretty good job, you know, trying to repair the bumper as best they could. And like I said, I actually managed to catch the incident on camera. And so yeah, I'll go ahead and roll the clip, show the clip to you guys. Okay, I can go in this way though, although it's not quite as easy. It's a bit harder. Oh boy. Uh-oh, that's not good. I hate the thing. See, this is... I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh my gosh! Okay, I need to stop. Just stop. Just stop. No, leave it open. No, close it. Let me see if I damaged my car. Let me see if that damaged my car at all. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it just got a little dirty. No. No, it doesn't look like it. At least from here. I also hit over here. Uh-oh. I made another dent in it. I made another dent. Great. That makes 2 now. That makes 2 dents on this thing now. That makes 2 now. Frick. And yeah, there you guys have it. And then as for the scratch in the back, I don't remember exactly how this happened. I think I caused it. I think it might have possibly been caused by me accidentally backing into a car while I was backing off a parking lot. And this was a bit more recently. That was just last year when I did that. So 2019, probably like October or November, I want to say. But yeah, that was when I was working at my last job, Papa John's, as a delivery driver. And so I was backing out into a parking space, and obviously I was not paying close enough attention to what was behind me, because I was backing up and then just a few seconds later I hit a car, the front of another car. And so I got out of the car after that, and I was like inspecting the car for any damage or any notable damage. And after about like a minute or so, the owner came out, and he actually asked if I hit the car. I told him yes, but I said it was only a it was a very minor, pretty light bump. I wasn't going very fast at all, by the way. I was going like less than 5 miles per hour probably. And so him and I were both looking for damage in the, the front grille. And thankfully for both of us, we did not seem to notice any notable damage. So yeah, I would say I walked away from that incident unscathed, thankfully, at least for the most part. But yeah, so took it into the body shop, got all of those repaired, and the car's looking pretty good now. I mean, there is like that right there. I'm not entirely sure what caused that, but that might be permanent for all we know. And so yeah, that's probably stuck there forever, unfortunately. But hey, the car still looks a lot better now than it did just 2 weeks ago. It's a lot better condition. And of course, the other thing I did to my car, like damage wise, was in February of this year. If you guys saw my first episode of Bad Drivers of Northwest Columbus, you'll remember that I was on my way to school, and I was pulling out into the driveway, but then as I was turning, the car skidded, and then the front right rim hit the curb. And so yeah, I had to get a new rim. You guys can watch the episode for all the details regarding that incident. But I will say, actually, what am I talking about? I'll get to that later. But yeah, got that fixed. So yeah, that was the first thing we did to the car. Then the second thing we did, this was just yesterday. We hired someone to come over and detail the car, give it a nice clean on both the interior and the exterior. And yeah, I would say he did a pretty good job. It cost around $100. And so going back to the rim, I would say that you can barely even tell that that rim right there is a used rim. Yeah, so I got that used rim from, I think it was from the dealer, or at least the dealer ordered it. But yeah, I'd say you can hardly even tell that that's a used rim right there. So yeah, that's pretty impressive, I'd say. Oh yeah, and the other thing was a couple other things that like changed in the car. Obviously in May of last year, I got a flat tire. It was actually this tire right here, the front right tire. That tire got flat, and so my dad and I took my car to Discount Tire, and we just decided to go ahead and get 4 new tires for the car, because they were at least 2 years old, if not older, so naturally they were, you know, at least starting to get pretty worn. They didn't, I don't recall them being that worn, you know, when we did change the tires, but yeah. So these tires I have now are a little over a year old now, and they still look to be in pretty good shape, as does the rims, obviously. And then one last final thing was this was also actually no, this was on Tuesday. Yeah, so on Tuesday we bought a new battery for the car, and the reason why is because when my car was ready from being repaired from the body shop, the battery that it had originally, which I'm not sure if that's the stock battery or not, it was pretty much dead. The car did not start, and so we had to jump start it from the body shop, and so it worked. But then just on Tuesday, I was taking this car in to run a few errands, and the same thing happened. The car had a very hard time starting up. It seemed like the battery was almost, if not completely dead. And so, yeah. So we got a new battery for it. Cost, I think, for that battery, for the new battery, was around $170. So, more prices for you, because why not? The total cost to repair the car was about $1,700. So yeah, not too shabby, I would say. Pretty good deal for repairing everything that needed to be repaired on this. And then as I said in the bad drivers video, when I had to get the new rim, that costed, I think, $500 something. Yeah, that's all the prices, everything I had to you know, change and get done to the car before we go trade it in later today. Also, either yesterday or Tuesday, we actually tried to get an estimate as to what my car would be worth on Carmax, and so yeah, we put in the mileage. At the time, it was like it had around 52,900 something miles, but I went on like a mini trip just yesterday with my friend, and so that racked up the miles a little bit. But I'll show you guys the miles this car has currently in just a minute. But yeah, so we put the mileage down at the time, and then we also stated that the car was in very good condition, because pretty much is. We repaired everything that we could. I mean, I think the only exception is really over here, where there's like a bit of like permanent marks or whatever on the grill in the front. And the estimate cost for how much the car would be worth was around $12,000. And I actually predicted that the car would be worth somewhere between $10,000 to $15,000, and so I'd say I definitely guessed correctly. So yeah, that's nice. So like I said, just yesterday we had a guy come over and detail the car on the exterior and the interior. So now I'm going to show you guys the interior. I might open up one of the back doors too. Yeah. So here's your look. And you can look at the back too, the trunk. And yeah, like I said, I would say we would say he did a pretty good job with detailing the car, exterior in and out. And so previously these cloth seats had like some stains on them, especially the driver's seat. The other seats weren't like that bad really at all, but with stains, like I think they were very minor. But the front seat had some rather significant stains, especially right around here. And I'm not entirely sure if that was caused by sweat. It might have been, but yeah, and obviously you can see it's pretty much been cleared off, so it looks a lot better now. So yeah. So my car now has 53,060 miles. And when we first purchased the car 3 years ago, the car had 30,926 miles. So that means that I have put 22,134 miles on it since purchase. And you guys can see that right now the gas tank is I want to say about an eighth full. I think right before I take this in, I will, I think, give it at least a little bit of gas to fill it up to at least halfway full, the tank. And also, last time I checked, this was just yesterday, the car had about I think 40% oil life. Let's see if I can, there we go. Yeah, oil life 40%. And so yeah, I'd say oil life is good. I'd say it's good enough to be traded in, so we're not gonna bother giving it an oil change. Plus I just did that, I think shoot, I think it was earlier this year. I forget when though, but I think it was sometime within the past like 4 months, I think 4 to 6 months, I'd say. But yeah, all right, I believe that is just about it for this video. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down your thoughts down below. Subscribe for more videos and content on this channel in the near future. And yeah, we will catch you guys all next time.